My name is Precious Star Moreno of Festival Addicts, and I'm here with the beautiful, wonderful LP. Thanks so much for joining us today. Hey.
For having me.
So happy to have you. Let's talk a little bit about Femme House. One of the things I thought was so exciting, is that it's definitely a juggernaut that's constantly changing and is now more accessible online. Can you tell us a little bit about how people can get involved?
Yeah, absolutely. So it originally was a free monthly workshop in Los Angeles at IO Academy. And so we were limited to 10 spots just because of the size of the classroom. And when the pandemic came about, we moved to online to Zoom, which has been great because so many more people can join from wherever they are in the world. So it is a workshop, again, that's free, and it covers different topics in music production and audio engineering and sound design and just all the things that encompass producing music. And it is focuses on empowering women to learn how to produce their own music. Men are welcome, but it is a safe space for women who will take priority, and women of color and gender fluid and BIPOC. And so we also have launched and rolled out online courses that are more in-depth. They're month-long online courses that take the topics that we cover in the workshops and dive in deeper. And those are sliding scale, pay what you can for those. Those have a lot more information and more resources and tools. And we were planning on doing those before the pandemic anyways. So now everything is online for the time being until we can go back in person, continue to build that community. And we've had awesome partnerships with Moog and Roland and Native Instruments, and Ableton has been so supportive, and Ableton is the program that we teach in. We did a Desert Hearts takeover where I got to book a bunch of badass women that are amazing. We did a Bands in Town takeover. So just a platform to, empower all the talented female producers and DJs out there in the world.
That's awesome. I was wondering if you guys were thinking about maybe making the courses something that they can go back to later, because I know the ones that are posted now are live, and I know sometimes life gets a little bit hectic. And I was
courses, take them when you can. Totally, though. That's the beauty of it.
Okay, perfect. So you can replay them
live. So like they're taught. There are 4 sessions that are taught live, but then that is recorded and put up with all the other resources, so you can take them whenever.
Oh, that's so nice. I was like wondering, because like, life could be hectic even in the COVID. So I was like, I wonder if you could actually take it
more hectic. Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely.
Like life has been pretty different, and it's a new world order. I think people still have things going on, and that's awesome for people to know. What I thought was interesting is that it was one of your mission statements. I think it was more like for like maybe your playlist for the week, and it was like, it's a new genre about more than just music, the scarce feminine in all of us, by providing and creating platforms for Womex. And then that was for the playlist. And I was wondering, what does Womex mean?
So women is spelled, it's women, but we spell it with an X, just because the word men or man is at the end of woman. So this sort of denotes independence. Yeah.
At first I thought it was a typo. And then I was like, and then I went through the rest of the website. I was like, no, there's definitely a thing. And then I love that.
Just exploring language, making us aware of where our roots come from.
Absolutely. And I think that's important for women, and for us to kind of like just reflect on what's happening in the world and how we're going to like lift each other up. I like that you got the playlist, and I was going through it, and I was like, hey.
Yeah, playlist is fun. I love that playlist.
And you actually redo it every week, I believe.
Every Friday, yeah.
So
new tunes.
I was definitely getting down to that the other day, and I saw that you have a line of clothes. I want to say it's like 80s inspired, because like that's the vibe.
Yeah, I had to sort of stop focusing on that as my bandwidth just stopped. At a certain point, it turns out it does run out. But yes, I did do a line of blouses. So like silk, wild printed blouses, and they're still on my merch shop. Yeah.
I saw Sophie wore one the other day to the she's like, I'm wearing LP's design, you see. Cool. What I really appreciate on the website was that like each of the models look different. Like you had slender ones, you had ones that like were like very just like voluptuous and different shades of everything, and I absolutely appreciated that because like it definitely shows you like there's a plethora of beauty, there's a plethora of sizes. It's not one commonality in any such way, and I really appreciated that. And of course, I love your t-shirts because it's like, of course, tits first. I need to order that shirt like yesterday, and then it was like disco pussy posse, I think.
Pretty good one. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
Good one. I'm a disco head. Like every theme of my parties, every like situation, I'm like, oh hey, let's like do disco.
I love it. I was actually in a fight with my partner, and he was like, "Who do you think you are, the queen of the disco pussy posse?" And I was like, "Yes, that's
I
gonna
am.
yeah."
I'm the empress.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, so like I do a weekly stream as well on Twitch for Body by Halcyon.
Oh, cool.
Francisco, I would love to have you. I'm trying to get more female DJs. It's really hard in San Francisco. I've been scouting like a lot. So
Very cool. Send me the link for that. I would love to check it out.
please. So next month I have a bunch of female DJs that are going to be playing for me. This month didn't really work out too well, but next month we got some girls on board. So
Yay, sick.
it's Body by Halcyon for every Wednesday at 6 p.m. But I'll send you.
Yeah, please do. Cool.
I also want to talk about Lawrence Balding, who I met and I love. She does the vocals for Amber Rose, and she's a real Bad Beach.
Yes, she is.
A lot. She's a co-manager and co-founder of Femme House, correct?
Yes. Yeah, we found that together.
And you guys are
a lot of late night talks. She's been a very dear friend for before I even started pursuing music professionally, and we had so many conversations about the lack of visual representation in the electronic space and how to make a change there. And so it's been an honor to start it with her.
That's so awesome. I don't know if you remember, but I work for Festival Addicts, and we're a majority of women and women of color. So like we're going up there and trying our best to, lift our sisters up in the industry as best we can. And it's important, especially like even like our interview at Snow Globe, definitely motivated myself and our team to be like, yeah, girl power, let's keep going.
Awesome, I love to hear it.
For sure. And then you have another Lauren. You got Lauren Mini Bear.
Yes, Lauren she's the lead educator for Femme House. So she builds most of the curriculum and teaches. I actually met her. I was volunteering at Girls Rock Camp in Santa Barbara, and they had just started like the first electronic class there for the girls, and she was teaching it, and so that's how I met her, and we both had a passion to sort of launch this thing, and she's been unbelievable. She taught herself Ableton by reading the manual front to back by herself. She knows everything that there's ever to know about that program. She's been remarkable.
That's awesome. It seems like you have a really like all-star team, and they're both named Lauren, so you can't
it's confusing.
Why Mini Bear? I want to know. There must be inside story.
That's just her stage name. I'm not sure exactly where it comes from, but it feels like it fits her. If you listen to her music, it's really sweet and free, and it's adorable.
I'm gonna have to. And then what I found very interesting is you curated all the music for which hotel chain? Oh, W Hotels. Yeah.
I'm their North American music director. So we were right before the pandemic hit. We were routing tours throughout the properties, different bands. We have some recording studios. We have a record label, obviously the music that you hear inside all the hotels. And so I just oversaw all that stuff.
That's pretty major, because like I definitely so I'm a fitness instructor as well, and I work for like Equinox, and I don't know who curates their music, but I'm always just like, yeah, they got some like tech house in there, and they do some crazy stuff. And so it's kind of interesting to like find out like someone like yourself is someone that does that. Obviously not for Equinox, but I think that makes me very excited.
Yeah, thank you. It's a fun job.
All right. So I think I got everything in terms of Femme House. Anything you want to like mention in the pipelines for Femme House before we move on?
We're in a big fundraising stage. It's a 501c3, so it is a tax deductible donation. There's a place to donate on our website via PayPal or a few different online paying apps. Every little bit helps. We're starting a scholarship fund for women of color, so that we can also, because another barrier to entry in the production world, not just the lack of visual representation, but also the price of the gear is pretty hefty. The computer, the Ableton, a MIDI keyboard, just the basics to get you started. And then we'll, continue some mentorship programs for that woman as well. So we're working to fundraise for that right now.
That's awesome. So we'll definitely put all the links to your website and to all the different workshops to not only just like make a donation, but also to learn. So that's
yes, both of those things, and be part of the community. It's a very supporting, loving community. Some of the girls have even gone on to make tracks together, and it's been really awesome and inspiring.